Hey everybody, Big Faye Plus, and welcome back to the BygMan Plays Planescape Torment Quest about Bormac. Last lift off, we
I will burn you, then set fire to the plains.
Yeah, Ignus is a little upset at us. So first we're going to cast Infernal Shield. And we gotta dead book him. We gotta take Ignus, and we have got to put him down. So let's put him down. Okay, he still took some. Okay. Okay, his huge crystal radiates a pulsing spectral light as it hovers above the crater in the middle of the room. The rhythm of its pulses remind you of a heartbeat, but slow and sickly. Light from the crystal touches the edges of the room like fingers, each ray of light casting a glow on the ruined faces of the statues surrounding it. Touch it. I already attacked him first, because he was already aggroed already, second you enter. As you touch the crystal, there is a flash of heat, orange-white light, and you whip your hand back. The crystal burns like the heat from Ignus's flames. From within the crystal, the sickle white blue light dances and flickers like fire. Looks like I'll have to put you in the dead book first, Dingus. And what better way than making his ass frickin' freeze? This is why I want to make sure my flame resistance was as high as I could get it, because that will— oh, he's frozen! And he's confused. 31 damage. And Ignus, if you're just gonna stand there and take everything I got, then by all means. Oh, he's doing Infernal Shield too. No. We're taking him out. We're doing it in style. Ignite! Oh. Yeah, the game crashed. Apparently the game just couldn't handle— okay, let me reload. See, as long as I was over there, apparently, as long as I didn't touch the crystal, he wasn't gonna do shit. Done. Get a little closer.
Then set fire to the plains.
We're gonna hit him. Yeah, kill him first, because, you know. Okay. I don't know why they did that. The game just kept on crashing for some reason, so we're gonna try this again. Actually, the game crashed like 3 times. Every time I tried to use— almost every time I tried to use Mechanic's Cannon, which kind of annoys me. That did nothing. So I'm just sit there, use every spell I got.
The skies shall be flames. Life shall be as torches.
He's gonna cast that.
Done.
Screw it. Let's see if I can't knife him. And use this. No! That's bullshit!
Done.
Okay, it's just a matter of just knifing them.
The skies shall be flames.
Let's see, can I...
All life shall be as torches.
Oh, there we go! Woo! I have no idea how much damage I'm even doing. I have a feeling that didn't do anything. Okay, am I even doing any damage to this son of a bitch?
Flames will consume you.
I got enough health items I can survive damage. Just, I tell you, I don't know what the hell. Is everything glitching out on my ass here? Okay, so elemental, but my black sphere does pretty good, so I'm going to keep doing that. Just keep doing black sphere, keep doing black sphere.
Flames will consume.
Maybe... I have no idea how much HP Ignus has. Let's try... Yeah, let that curse hit. Elysium's Tears has got to do something, right? It's gonna resist. Let's see. Okay, that's 1.2. Damn it. The only thing he ain't resisting is my black sphere. So I'll just keep flinging that.
I feel so.
Oh! There you go! What do you mean I betrayed my teachings? I leveled up, bitch. I ain't betrayed nothing. You betrayed me, yes, son of a... Oh, yeah! Took a little longer, because the game kept crashing on me. Now, let's see here, Just keep putting into intelligence. Aww. Not like Maris, but also, if you run over here real quick, there's a sounding stone. Now, let's see here. What's this? Darkstone is covered in dust. It's been sitting here for years. Looks like a piece of one of the statues chipped away. Trace free of strange ruins and markings cover the stone surface. Feels strangely familiar somehow. First, let's save, just in case. Because we don't know what this thing gonna do. So let's go ahead and... Starkstone is covered in dust. It's been sitting here for years. It looks like pieces of one of the statues that was chipped away. Serious strange ruins and markings cover the stone. It feels strangely familiar somehow. Examine it. As you touch the stone, a mouth appears on the side and begins speaking. In your voice, it echoes, as if speaking within a great chamber. Listen. Dakan, Morty, Zachariah, Dionera. It is I. I have placed a minor messaging enchantment on this stone. Listen to it fully, then do as I say. The voice takes a breath. It sounds irritated. I don't know how we got separated, but I think the portal that brought us here divided us. It's only a minor setback. When you find this stone, stay with it until I can rejoin you. Based on my divinations, this fortress is the size of several cities. The less you move around, the easier it is for me to find you. voice takes another breath, then becomes more detached, as if surveying something, and speaking about it. I fought my way through the first of the vaults. This place is filled with shadows, way too many to keep fighting. If you encounter any, run before they swarm you. They're much tougher than the other shadows we encountered before. I think the energies of the plane feed them somehow, make them stronger. The voice takes another breath. There was a series of great war relics within the vault that shifted me from place to place. I managed to lure the shadows to each machine, then shift while they were swarmed where I had been. It bought me some time enough to escape. Once I had tripped 4 relics, it opened a portal out. The voice paused as if something just occurred to the speaker. It strikes me now that the vault I came from might be some strange sort of gatehouse. The relics seem to seal it off from both inside and the outside of the fortress. Whoever built this place likes keeping the shadows under guard so they can't run loose. The shadows don't have any substance, so they wouldn't be able to use the machines to escape the vault. I'll have to think about that some more. No matter. I'm in a room with a great crystal in it, and I'm going to examine it more closely before moving on. The voice pauses as if the speaker is looking around. There are 5 statues in the room, and they look like me. And they look old, too. Like they've been here for some time. As for the crystal, it doesn't seem like it belongs in the fortress. And its size and shape reminds me of something I've read in the annals. Some sort of dimensional prison that segments the soul. I don't think it's a coincidence that the portal from the main vault teleported me here. I think the crystal is a trap, so don't touch it until we're together again. I mean it, Morty. I'm going to try and find you all now. If you find this reader stone, do not move from this spot, or I may never find you. I have left some supplies for you in the base of one of the statues. Don't waste them. I don't know how long it's going to take for us to find our enemy and get out, and we may need those supplies later. I'll see you all soon. Okay, so one of these statues in here has...
All right.
Maybe. One's clutching his right shoulder as if wounded. Lovely.
Done.
This statue is holding his hand over his heart. His mouth is open as if making a speech. Okay. Looks like a statue. His arms are crossed and it glares straight ahead. This might be a statue of you, but the face is a ruined mask and you can't be certain. Okay, one of these is got to be... One moment, let me find this real quick. Alright, found it. Right there. Had to actually... We get Tart Charms, Bloodfly Trap, Bone Charm, and Charcoal Charm, which is all... Abaishi heals... Oh, increased regeneration, okay. Charcoal Charms. Kind of pointless, kind of, but... Well, okay, now let's... touch the crystal. There's a moment of dizziness as you touch the crystal, then a slow chill passes through your body, and you discover that your muscles have locked, your hand frozen to the crystal surface. There's a moment of silence, then sharp pain then sharp pain splinter through your body like fractures. You feel as if your very being is being turned to ice, then shattered. Fall in the darkness. Oh, hey guys, how y'all doing? Y'all look exactly like me. What, my 3 incarnations couldn't change clothes? He has awakened. Finally. Thought I would die again waiting for him to rise. Perhaps he will still die. Never forget I watch you, thieves! You killers! Killers all! 3 of you! Have a care how you speak to me, you deranged wreck. You're fortunate enough to reach here with all those traps you scattered throughout the plains. I swear if I could have crossed the years to put you out of your misery, I would... The 2 of you, be silent. Let's make sure he's alright and save the arguments for later. Who are all you all? What the hell? Why the hell's he's lost his memories? Damnation! He's useless to us now! Calm yourself. He's only disoriented, as we all are. As were we all. Give him a moment to get his bearings. You're all thieves wearing my body! My body! And you will give it back! Guess this motherfucker tried to trap me in the thing. I'm at the limits of my patience with your howling. Be silent, or this arguing avails us nothing. Give him his space. Leave him be. Time is no longer in our favor. I will not stand here and squander no moment while our adversary is no doubt hunting for us. We waited long enough for him to awaken. I will speak to him now. Okay? Practically, the man before you resembles you, but he carries himself more like a force than a man. His eyes are watching you carefully, and as you study him, feel him studying you. So, it has come to this. Who are you? I will not surrender my name to you or any man. The man's voice is rough like yours, and it rings strangely in your ears. As for who I am, you should be asking yourself that. You're the one of my incarnations. You made it here with my clues to guide you. We are all separate incarnations? How is that possible? The incarnation is silent for a moment. Then its expression changes to contempt. If there is anything I have hated about you, it is your countless questions, your desperate fumbling for meaning and answers. The man's voice is like a hatchet, and anger flickers across his features. Time for questions is past. Now you will listen to me. I was the first to breach this fortress, and whatever it is that awaits us here was somehow able to defeat me. It will not beat me a second time. You sound as if you intend to fight whatever it is that lurks here. The man gives you a strange look, then studies you. Of course! It's the only reason we're speaking now. I'll need you to be the shell, but your mind must be my mind. Do you understand me? You mean you intend to possess me?
Updated my journal.
Yes! He glances around the spike walls, then turns back to face you. We cannot leave this place in pieces. Only one may leave. What are you talking about? You must surrender your will to me. Your knowledge and skills, whatever little you've managed to accumulate in your life, may prove useful. He sizes you up again. It ultimately will be a fraction of my power, but it might have its uses. Yet you came here previously and were defeated. The man frowns. I was taken unawares, and I did not anticipate that my companions would be split from me upon my arrival. What happened after that is confusing. So if you want my conditions, I got questions for you. I will indulge you, but only for a while longer. You're the one who saved the Khan at Shraklator, the one who imprisoned Valor, the one who led Deianira to her death. The man's eyes narrow. What of it? All was done with a purpose. You keep the Khan the Unbroken Circle of Zerthamon. Why? The Unbroken Circle? That collection of lies? Yes, that was a week's work to forge such a thing. It was necessary to make it so he would cease doubting himself. You made it? But you told him... Perhaps they carry some truth, I know not. I know they were tedious writings, but the words were enough to give him faith. Why? Your ignorance astounds me. The man looks incredulous. Can it be that you not know what he carries in his hand? That blade he's carrying is shaped by his thoughts. Such a tool, when used properly, could slay the multiverse itself. The man looks lost in thought, and his face sneers in disgust. Though obviously the gift became separated when he arrived in the fortress, and I was unable to make use of his blade. The man frowned. Unfortunate. You're the one who led Deianira to her death? The man's eyes narrow. What of it? All was done with a purpose. Let's see. Why did Deianira have to die? Deianira? That girl had little sense of the planes in her, and that was what I needed for her. You see, the dustmen have it right. Sometimes when you feel too much passion, you cling too tightly to life to let go. And neither did Deianira, as I hoped she would. That woman! That ghost! The hunchman's eyes well up in fury, and spittle flies from his mouth. She tormented me for years, pursuing me, hated me, and you were the one that killed her! Carnation barely even glances at the Howling One and merely sneers. You blaming me for anything is laughable. Turns his back to you. Wasn't out of malice, for she did become tiresome. It was just when I arrived in the fortress I didn't intend to stay. I just wanted to get in, sacrifice her, and get out. Third incarnation speaks softly, but he sounds pained. Why'd you do such a terrible thing? I needed someone to be my eyes in here on the negative material plane. To serve as a scout and try to find out who my killer was. Only the dead can survive here for long. So Dianara had to be sacrificed so she could become something other than she was. A tricky business, but it worked. And it helped, didn't she? You didn't have to kill her. He looks at you silently for a moment, then his sneer returns. And that is why you will be defeated if you confront our killer. This is because you are weak, and you do not see some things are necessary. That wasn't necessary. It was convenient for you. You should have looked for other solutions. You dare lecture me? Women have always walked our path with us, whether Dianara or Ravel or any other woman. And they have suffered. And it was always their choice. Dianara would have died for me if I asked her to. There was no crime. I won't discuss it with you any longer. Any of the things I wouldn't know. Let's see now. Where is it? Valor. 6. What was the purpose of imprisoning Valor? Man shakes his head as if weary. Valor was becoming tiresome. It gave a humorless mouth. Those killers, dogs, will hunt you across the plains themselves, source of justice. And Valor was an especially persistent hound. The incarnation's voice dropped slightly. He was much too close to justice for my taste. Why was he a threat? Oh yes, was he a threat? Oh yes. Or else would have simply killed him. He nods. There is some link between him and justice itself, and that gives him power even over immortals such as us. Man gives a slight smile, especially if our injustices are great and ours are of the blackest sort. The other things would know. Were you the one asked Farad to get the black sphere from the bronze sphere from the catacombs? Farad! The incarnation thinks for a moment. Oh yes, the trash king with all the tough bloods that thought I was easy prey. He smiles slightly as if recalling a pleasant memory. After only a little bloodletting, I struck a bargain with him. He would see to it that his men found me. They would take me safely to the mortuary, and of course I needed the eyes and hands of his men to scour the catacombs, be signal for me. For the bronze sphere? Yes. Told Farad was the only thing that would save his miserable life. What a sniveling little dodger he was. The incarnation smiles at you. You see, the old bastard was destined to end up on the Pillar of Skulls when he died. And he was desperately trying to weasel out of it. So I told him there was an iron beneath signal that would save him from his fate if he could only find it. But it wouldn't save him. It was just something you wanted him to find. Of course it was useless to him. One cannot dodge fate so easily. It looks you irritated. However, nothing motivates a man faster than telling him what he seeks will save his soul from eternal damnation. Oh, so that was Farad on the pillar. Lovely. I intended to take it from him after he found it. It was just that searching for it myself would have taken too long. He smiles again. Why should I do it when I could have someone else hunt it for me? Actually, he ended up tricking me into finding it. But why was it so important? Important? Do you not know? Incarnation becomes silent for a moment. Do you have it with you? It might not be good. Yes, I do. I brought it with me. You have it?! Incarnation's eyes flare. Then your life has some use after all! You watch his eyes flicker as if thinking, calculating. When we merge, I will see about finding a means to unlock it. Perhaps not all is lost. What is the sphere? Why is it so important? 96,000 experience! Let's see here. It is a dead sensory stone. Do you know what it contains? He smiles eagerly. It holds the last experiences of the first of us. When we were one man, not a string of incarnations. His voice drops. If there's some way of unlocking it, I'll be able to see inside his mind. And see why all this happened? Yes! The incarnation's face becomes somber. It's the answer I've always sought. Why it's happened, why it become immortal. It studies you. When we merge, I will see about finding a means to unlock it. Perhaps not all is lost. Third incarnation erupts. Perhaps there are no answers to such thing. Perhaps there never was. I don't deal in the realms of perhaps and maybe. The first incarnation sneers. I seek answers. And it is what has allowed us to get this far. He looks at the third incarnation with contempt. If we had left life in your hands, we wouldn't even have a fraction of the truth that we now possess. And that truth lies power. Turns to you. You realize it when we merge. Now, let's see here. Tell him that he will merge with you. Truth. I am ready to merge with you, because we need to. So be it then. His eyes become a gray-like mist, and he gives a slight smile of anticipation. We'll see what your mind has in store. You lock gaze with him, his eyes are like stones, and they start to drag you down. Let's see. Lock gaze with him and try and force him to merge with you. We have enough wisdom to do this. As you swim in the corridors of his mind, the first emotion you encounter is surprise, and his eyes wide. He is not absorbing you. Your will is stronger, and is consuming him. You feel him desperately trying to pull back, but he cannot. He is too weak, and your will blocks his retreat while drawing him deeper in your subconscious. This is the last time we shall ever speak. Return to death where you belong. Boom. He looks incredulous for a moment, then he disintegrates, and you feel a rush of knowledge pouring through you, fighting to the surface. It's almost too much to absorb at once, and you find yourself disoriented. So much knowledge, so many experiences that... Wisdom and Intelligence Wisdom gain permanently 96,000! And as quickly as it occurred, the rush subsides, and you steady yourself. The bits of knowledge swirl about you in your mind, and you will make sense of them later. For now, only one piece of knowledge is important. That the incarnation did not know how to leave this place. He lied. He tried to trick you into surrendering. Damn it. Of course his ass did. Of course he died. So. Well, being that the practical one was trying to trick us, we still have two other incarnations to have a chat with. And how much of a pain in the ass is that going to be? Lots of pain in the ass, probably. Find out next time when the BygMan plays Planescape Torment, Quest about Bormac. Till then, it's Big 5 Plus, sayonara, and... One thing I have to say about my former incarnation, he was practical. He was very practical. Problem is, sometimes when you're practical, you end up being a complete ass, and no one likes you. And I certainly don't like him, because he's a douche. And... oh. Might as well. Yeah, he's a douche.